Look on the screen. Look on the screen. You see what it says? Woman beheaded. Remember that song they had back in the day? Remember? They had a song about some of these. Well, it was different. It was Trina. It went like, kind of like, here's my homemade version of it. What a Dusty will do to you. Dusty's. He'll get in your head, he'll get in your head, he'll get in your head, and then you become Preg. He'll get in your head, then she became Preg. A Dusty kind of gotta make a girl cry. He got in her head, then he took her head. He took her head, now the girl is dead. Getting her head, taking her head. A Dusty kind of gotta make a girl die. That's what they'll do for you. No joke, ladies. I kid you not. This is what they will do for you. Dust buckets. They are dangerous. Okay, enough of that. They will do the unthinkable. And a lot of women think, oh, it's not going to be me. I'm sure in her case, she probably thought, well, I'm a preference. And like, you're not. So it's not going to be me. Well, he doesn't like black women. And that makes you feel so special. Dusties are deadly. Remember hashtag Felicia. Where is Felicia? This update came last night about Felicia.
Family.
Yeah, according to court records, Felicia Johnson and the man now charged with her murder, they agreed to meet up on Snapchat, and he was supposed to pay her $500. That's according to court records. Well, she hasn't been seen since, and tonight there is a warning for the thousands of Houstonians who work in the sex industry.
Anybody can become a victim of a villain.
That's the first point Precinct 1 Human Trafficking Victim Services Director Catherine Griffin wants to drive home. Let the murder of 24-year-old Felicia Johnson be a learning lesson, and don't think it can't happen to you.
It is so dangerous, and every media outlet should be screaming from the rooftops on how dangerous this is, and let stories like this be known.
Chukwuebuka Uwabido is now charged with murdering and dismembering Felicia Johnson after investigators say her blood was found in his apartment. Court documents show she was last seen April 16th leaving her hotel in an Uber paid for by Uwabido. On April 17th, investigators say he bought a handheld and a power saw, towels, and trash bags, and according to court records, even as Uwabido searched the internet for things like, can bleach destroy DNA, and the most forested part of Houston, he also Googled Houston escorts. And there are tens of thousands here.
I would estimate and say anywhere from 70 to 80,000 sex industry workers daily.
That's a lot, just in Houston, Harris counties.
Yes.
Wow.
Griffin wants sex workers to do a few things to stay safe, such as don't meet at a client's home. But most of all, she wants you to know help getting out of this industry is available.
It's very vitally important that individuals know to reach out to us so that we can help.
And I hate to tell you, in my opinion, they're doing what they want to do. Some people want some easy money. These Dusties are deadly. And as I understand with another report, this was her second encounter with him. Oh, I'm pretty. I'm young. They're going to have to pay for this. You got to understand, too, I think with the girls, it's a game of survival. So, of course, they're going to flatter these guys. But I think some of these guys, they're taking it like, oh, man. They're taking it. Literally, they're believing it. And then I think it gets to a point they figure, oh, no, hey, we'll just stay a little bit longer. And then this is her job, what she's chosen to do, speaking in general. And he wants her to stay for free, maybe as a girlfriend. Then he realizes she wants to get paid again. Just my opinion. And I think that's when it's going wrong. I done paid you last time. This is my second time paying you. You don't already got $1,000 out of me. Then it escalates. It escalates. Then his mind has to remember, hey, you're just another John. You're just another dust bucket sucker of the week. They're not there because they want you or attracted to, admire you, they love you. They're there because they want to clock those dollars. That's why they're there. So he might have his hell swelled for a moment, taking it in, internalizing the lies or whatever he's being told in the moment, internalizing it, making it feel like a bitch. Oh man, this girl, she want me. We started out this way, but man, she want me. She want me. She wants your money. And you gotta snap back into reality and realize, oh, she doesn't want, in this case here, she doesn't want me. You only want my money. You American girls. You American girls. I hate you. And next thing you know, I think it's on. Dismembered her. And I understand too, as I said before, you think they're smiling at you? That's to get you in. I'm sure back in the day, those Indians got those smallpox gifts, blankets. They just say, here, take this gift. It got some smallpox in it, okay? Just take it, all right? Put it on. Put your kids in it. Put it on, okay? You're going to get a surprise, Betty. You're going to be dead. We're going to take your land. We're going to steal from you. Me and my man, me and Brad, we got a plan. No. Poppy, meek, and humble. When they came the first time to Africa, going around continents around the world, the colonizer, beware the colonizer. Check out the video, The Murderous Mind of the European. This is how a lot of people, when they're diabolical, this is who they are. When they're diabolical. I don't care what race, north, south, east, or west, that's how they are. You hear women say, oh, this guy became violent out of nowhere. Well, he wasn't going to say, hey, let me buy you a drink, you old stank, H-O-O-O-H-O-E. Let me get you a drink. Why don't you sit your witch ass down and let me buy you this drink? I knock you upside your head, let me buy you a drink. No, that's kind of like, oh my God, he's crazy, he scared you off. So no, it's to be charming. Offer you a drink. Charming, look clean cut, professional. Oh yeah, girl. Then before you know it, he done turn like Linda Blair on you. It happens. And I think that's what happened with her and with a whole lot of them. And these women think, oh, I can handle it. You think you can. You think you can handle what is presented to you. Know your enemy. Sun Tzu, know your enemy. Know your enemy. So look at this one right here. Woman beheaded. I'm thinking he didn't want to pay Becky child support. And she might have thought, I'm the preference. Listen, he treats black women that way. I've got the complexion for the protection. And so, like, you're like really mad he doesn't want you, but he wants me. He is not into black women, and that's not it. Becky, you fell for the line. He's a dust bucket, and he is deadly. And you got with him and came pregnant. And now you and the baby viciously, heinously, savagely deceased. Check it out, people. Her folks was planning for a baby shower. Now I got a plan for a funeral. Know your enemy. But I know these ladies, that they know everything. I got you, boo. Check it out. Fair use.
Tonight in the case of a Metro East mother and her unborn baby killed in a heinous murder.
And we do want to warn you here, some of the details of this are just really graphic and difficult to hear. DeAndre Holloway is accused of beheading his pregnant ex-girlfriend at her home in Alton. Police say last week, Lisa Dodd's mother went to check on her daughter and found her dead. Authorities tell News 4 Holloway put Lisa's head in a dumpster. Her baby was due next month.
This daughter, this mother-to-be, and her family were in the planning stages of a baby shower that was supposed to be at the end of June. But instead, now the family is planning a funeral because of what a monster did.
And Holloway faces multiple charges, including 2 counts of first-degree murder and dismembering a human body. Alton police have him in custody on a $2 million bond.
Whoa, he got a $2 million bond. Meanwhile, you don't have the assets. You're not going to be getting him out. DeAndre Holloway. He decided to throw his life away. Baby, due in July. Again. When you tell them to get a job, they don't want a job, but they'll rob. They'll murk you. Not they won't marry you, but they'll murk you. They won't get a job, but they will rob. You tell them to get a job, ask them to get out the house, or when you say those fateful words, I'm pregnant, he becomes deadly. All I gotta say, again, and I'll never forget this, it's like stuck on my brain. Was it Xander that made that comment before when a Dusty was acting up? All she had to do was dial those 3 fateful numbers, seal his fate. So I think what you ought to do now, when, especially if they're in person, if you're dealing with this Dusty and you're pregnant, you might need to have a phone in your hand. Have the phone in your hand. Have it in your hand. And then when you say, I'm pregnant, try to keep some space so maybe you can run to a closed area and then call 911. This is June. The baby was due in July. Is that your way out of child support? Oh, I'm sure he got in her head. He got in her head, and now she is dead. He literally took her head. He probably got in her head and she thought she had something special. Thought she had something special. Thought she had something special. I know this guy. He's my baby's father, my baby daddy. I'm going to be a family one day. That's what old girl probably thought too when she put those cameras in and he picked her up and like slung her into the TV or something, throwing her like a rag doll, that football player, and she put the cameras up. I mean, I have never in my life, I can't imagine going through something like that. So Dusty's. These women, I guess y'all don't get the memo. Keep it up. You don't understand? Yeah, we understand now. Honey, you and your baby are at the funeral home. Life over young. Pretty Felicia. Think she had no idea when she was hopping on that plane to see that Nigerian dust bucket. I think he's Nigerian. Sweetie, that you won't be on a plane coming back. Go on away, birthday trip, make a little change as a sex worker. $500. Ladies, maybe y'all think y'all running game. I got like that. They don't have to pay for this. And you end up paying for dealing with Dusties. You end up paying with your life. You end up paying with your life. Literally. Look at the savagery. Felicia, she dismembered. That explains the blood in the apartment. And I'm sure somebody is hunting him out. You got to stay in. The American, they are looking for you. You have got to stay in. She probably thought, this girl here, can you imagine? Mother and Dusty's being drama, trauma, death, the financial implications. Too much dust in the nation, so the mama going looking for her. And this is when you find your daughter. Might have to have a closed funeral, closed casket. When it comes to a Dusty, nobody, and I do mean nobody, has a complexion for the protection. Oh, except one. I'm sorry, hold on. Only one person does when it comes to a Dusty. Especially if he has his gun, if he doesn't have his gun. Non-black males. Because every now and then they'll kill somebody, you know, they will do that. But they really seem, if you notice, they seem to really want to dominate women and children. Women and children. That's who get it the most. So yeah, look at the savagery of both of them. But I get it. These young women, you can't tell me nothing. I already know. I'm sure beautiful Felicia thought the same thing. Got your daddy looking for it, and now look. Your profession, the secret. I don't know if it was a secret, it's out. Somebody said in the comment section that her father knew. Oh my gosh. If that man knew that she was working in that capacity, surely I hope he didn't, because there's no way you could co-sign it. You can't control children, but oh my gosh, just the mere thought of that is like, oh my goodness, just say it isn't so. But yeah. So I'm going to end with one of the original jingles. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. These hateful, deadly, diabolical, evil acts, that is what a dusty do. That's what they'll do. That's what they'll do. And I'm out.